Hi, Aries. Welcome to your March tarot reading for love and work in general. Thank you for watching this video. We're going to be looking into love and work and whatever spirit wants you to know at this moment. And yeah, let's get right into it. For my collective, for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, what are the messages regarding work? What are the messages regarding work? So for some of you, Aries, we definitely see that some of you have just changed jobs, are planning to change jobs. Maybe there's something just brewing that is not to your best interest at work. Just feeling the blend of not being as motivated, that you feel that you're not being able to show your full potential with this nothingness card. It's just like, I need more stimulation. I need bigger challenges. I need to have work keep me intrigued and with more just mental challenges for you guys, for what I'm getting. And there could be a situation where some of you, is not going to be for everything, so I forgot to say this in the beginning. If you're here, you know, you're a cross watcher, maybe you're here to know something about an Aries, but this is not going to resonate for everyone. This is going to resonate to some of you and not to everyone. So take what resonates, and what doesn't resonate, you know, just leave it behind. Don't worry about it. So there's definitely something going on at work where you might be maybe feeling that you're attracted to someone, that you're feeling like, this is the Lover's card. This is the six, the Lover's card. The dream of, maybe you're kind of in that. I think that a lot of my Aries are fantasizing during work hours, during their, you know, time that they're supposedly doing, you know, labor work, that they're dreaming about falling in love. When is love coming towards me? When am I going to find the one? So I feel that that might be a little bit of a distraction here at work for you. And some of you guys could be having some kind of office fling, that you're just reminiscing on, man, I had a fling at work and now it's not as comfortable as I want it to be. I feel like now it's just uncomfortable, and it used to be fun. And maybe that's the reason that you're just feeling bored, that you know, had that, you know, some kind of fling or affair at work, and now it's, you know, over. And I think some of you guys are feeling like left empty, wanting more stimulation from work, more fun, something that's firing your mornings and your days, where you're looking forward to work because you were seeing this person. And that's something that I feel that some of you are missing. So definitely a lot of changes happening at work. You're gonna be getting more of putting in applications, putting in more to different companies, moving, actually, even for work. Some of you are traveling for work. Some of you are probably traveling at this moment for work, and maybe listening to this on their, you know, on their earphones or something, or earbuds. But movement, a lot of movement, a lot of change, a lot of coming into full circle with this card of change, where it's just things are starting to make sense. So you're starting to connect the dots, and they're coming full circle, and you're like, ah, the big aha moment. That's what I feel for you guys. But let me just, before I leave, before I pull the little card of the oracle card, let me just definitely get more clarification on this change card. So some of you are dealing at work with an older woman. Maybe you were feeling that the older woman was, looking fine or feeling a little frisky and just jumped into a relationship with someone because you felt lonely at work. Because for some reason, this reading is all coming out as relationships, or you are the older woman and you're just, dealing with another older woman at your job. Sunrise and new creative ideas. So new ventures. Definitely some of you are just like dreaming of your ideal job situation. This could be also for some of you. This is that you're feeling like, I'm getting older. I definitely am not happy at this job. It's not fulfilling me. It's not making me feel that I'm giving my full potential, or that they're not taking me for my full potential. And I definitely feel that you're looking for that new horizon. So some of you are definitely contemplating totally getting up and moving, or changing careers, or doing a 180 and saying, I'm going to do what has been passionate to me before, where you've been dreaming about before. I feel with this card of the dream is definitely in that sense, but also I feel like it has a lot to do as well as working with maybe a giving, some kind of therapy, some kind of helping with counseling, doing a work that's more emotionally based, even though you guys are my fire signs, but some of you guys are very empathic. So working more with other people to help them on their journey as well. So that's something that you've been contemplating and saying, because some of you guys are my caretakers. This could be, people that are looking into going into nursing, and maybe doing the full nursing job and taking care of others and such. So there's definitely this dream of having a connection with people at a different level that's coming up for you guys. Okay, let's just clarify this last nothingness card. What is it this card is communicating to my Aries collective? Okay, so the goldfish is what's coming up for you for this nothingness card. So it's an increase in material wealth or spiritual growth. So if you're feeling at this moment that your job is kind of in a rut and it's just kind of a 9 to 5 and it's not something that passions you, and you are in a spiritual journey that most of us are, they're just kind of been pushed these last, couple of years, and especially coming into Aquarius era, and this new 2020 has been very a marking, stone to turn so many things that I've heard so many people that were not spiritual or were not very in touch with their emotions say, I don't know where this is coming from. They're just downloads that I feel you guys finding yourself kind of daydreaming and spacing out. There's a lot of spiritual growth happening. There's a lot of spiritual growth. And if you let yourself lean into this, as uncomfortable as it feels, because I feel that this nothingness, I feel like you guys want stimulation and you want to feel more, having to have more stimulation, like something more that fulfills your mind at a more capacity. I feel that sitting with the quiet and the nothingness is driving you crazy and is driving you kind of mad. But your soul is telling you, sit down, meditate, sit down, ground. I need you to listen. So if your dreams are coming in and they're being very vivid, write those down. Write them down, jot them down. Get any kind of piece of paper next to your bed and just scribble down what the first thing that you remember in the morning, and maybe write down the time when you saw that, when you started to write that. Or if you woke up in the middle of the night and there's like numbers on your phone or your side clock that just means something to you, that you're like, they catch your attention, or there's synchronicities where they're, maybe you're waking up at 2:20 or at 1:11 or 2:22, 3:33, whatever. And it doesn't have to have meaning. I mean, it doesn't have to be in that sequence. It also could be that you're waking up at the same time at, who knows, 4:55 every day. You're like, what do you mean? Why is it 4:55? Like, what is that for? And what does that, those, 4:55 mean to you? Sit with that. That's something that they're letting you know. If you want to increase your abundance and your prosperity, you're going to have to put in the spiritual work. You're going to have to put in the physical work. So you're going to have to work on your physical body. You have to work on your physical, on your spiritual side, because that is how you're going to be so prepared to be able to enter this new career, this new this new place in, not I don't want to say place, this new, man, I'm really feeling the void. I'm really feeling, for a lot of you, this quietness, this just buzzing, like a buzzing in the ear, like just not being able to be focused. Like something's really quieting you down at this moment. I feel that Pisces season has been really rough for other signs. I feel that I don't feel like it's been as rough on you as an Aries collective, at least not to most of you, but to some of you. But there's definitely space that there's just this blank. Okay. So you're entering this whole other level, this other stage in your life, and this whole other place in your life regarding, your work. But everything, that has to do with your career or your job isn't just that. That's part of you. That's part of your identity. That's part of how you express yourself and who you are. So it's trying to say, okay, yeah, maybe you're doing the 9 to 5 to pay the bills, and this is what passions you. I feel that a lot of you are going to be moving towards that, especially the older people. The people that are over 40 are going to definitely be like, nope, I have to move forward. I need to jump into this other type of a job, even though I know it's not a secure job, but I know that this is what passions me, and I'm going to have that faith that it's going to work out for you. And I feel that this card coming out for you, being the goldfish, saying, that there's an increase in money, it's going to work for you. It's definitely going to work for you. Let's see what the doors say. Let me see what the doors want to bring up towards this reading for work and career. What is it that Aries needs to know at this moment for the month of March 2020? As a collective for Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. A moment's joy. Sand through the hourglass, yet time could stand still. A moment lasts forever in the bliss of the heart's will. That is what we're talking about. We're talking about the silence. Have you ever sat in front of an hourglass and just tipped it the other side and just wait for all those grains of sand to come down? It is very cathartic, and at the same time, it just feels like they're never gonna hurry up and finish coming in. Sometimes it's just like, oh my God, that feeling of, when is it my turn? When is it my turn to have this success? I feel that because you are a fire signs, you fire signs want everything quickly and fast paced, and it's just never fast enough for you. But there's just time and opportunities for all of you. They're moving at the speed that they need to be. And are you concentrating hard enough to put that into manifestation and not like pushing them to a side when you talk negative about it? Like, no, it's never going to happen. Then universe is like, oh, so it's never going to happen? Fine, let me just leave it alone. It was coming to you, and then you're like, I'm so frustrated. I don't get it. I'm just drawing blanks. It's coming to you. Sit with the silence. I know the silence is very uncomfortable. Believe me, I tried it. It was just a torment. But at the end of the day, it was such an amazing revelation. You'll understand things that you needed to understand before that you weren't putting together because of the fast world that we're living in, bombarded with extreme information at every turn, at every whim. So let's see what else comes up. Time. Oh my goodness. Everything has to do with time with you guys. Wow. Embrace in the dewdrops of life before they disappear with the morning sun. So everything, Are you feeling, you guys, that time is too slow for you at this moment? Are you feel like this moment of like this beginning of the year feels like to you guys that it's been just dragging out too long? Or do you feel like you don't have enough time where you can't even, that you can't even enjoy the little bliss of just a morning coffee or a morning sitting outside seeing the sunrise? Give yourself that time. Give yourself that time to enjoy your coffee. Even something so simple. You don't have to do the whole big shebang of the incense, the meditation, the om. It would be great if you do. It would be amazing. It will work for your benefit. But at the same time, I feel that even if you just sit and contemplate with nothing around you, no TV on, no electronics on, that has been kind of a theme for most of these readings. It definitely was for Pisces and for Cancer. And you guys jumped over Scorpio because Scorpio was going to be my next reading. But these fire signs as in Aries was like, I need mine. I want to know this. I just want this information now. So we jumped over Scorpio, and Scorpio's probably going to be like, what the heck? But okay. So what is it else that we want to see that's coming for our Aries collective? Wow, amazing. So you guys may be working in a very public way. So there's this card is publicity. And if you guys are working in a very public place, maybe you're working in retail, maybe you're working in places where you have to be very, very seen. This is something that you want to give more attention, where you're giving yourself that time, because if people have to see you and you're not in your element, it'll show. When you're too quick to respond, if you're too short with people, I feel that it's going to show. So it's just letting you know you need to calm yourself down, collect yourself down. The changes are coming. The things that you want are coming, but you have to put in the work, because what you're presenting out to the world is one thing, and you need to make sure that you're presenting, especially if you work out in the public, that it's the best version of you. So you're going to have to put in the work. There's a lot of negotiation going on in your mind, where you're either negotiating another job and you're trying to see if it's going to be a good fit. Like I said, some of you guys were definitely wanting to pick up and leave and say, hey, this is what I need to do. I definitely want to move forward. I want to move into another job. And I feel that for some of you that are going to be moving into a new job, because this other card right here with the detachment and the sailboat, and they're like, yeah, I don't get attached to anything. I am not going to be heartbroken when I quit my job. I will pack up and leave. I need to have the best for me. I'm not going to settle for less. So there's definitely you're not being clingy to your job by any means. You're not, oh my God, I'm going to negotiate what's best for me. And at the end, I feel like some of you are going to be like, nope, that didn't work for me. I'm just going to move forward. I have to go. I have to move. Some of you could even be moving across the world, that you just want to leave the country and move to a whole other country. So if that's if that's just been something digging and being deep into your mind where it won't leave you alone, I think that's going to be happening. And it's right under that goldfish. And what happens when you also travel? When you're in the ocean, there's nothingness. There's just the vast water, or, travel, that there's just nothing. You just get to see nothing but water. So I definitely feel that for some of you guys, you're going to be traveling. You're going to be making that big, huge change. I feel that you know what's best for you. I think that it will be very, very successful for you. I feel like it's going to be just something that you need at the exact same time that you need it. You're going to know. You're going to have it, and you're not going to regret it. You're just going to jump and be like, I don't care, whatever I left behind. This was what I needed. This was what they weren't giving me. I'm going to move forward. So moving forward to the love and relationship aspect. What is it that, even if you're not in a relationship, or you're in a committed relationship and it's kind of been bland, or you're trying to see where your partner's at and where's their mind at, or is a relationship with with a friend or a coworker, and you know, some of you were having, you know, relationships there at the workplace. Let's see what the cards are speaking to you about relationships. Love, friendships, and relationships. What is it that Aries has to know at this moment regarding relationships? Oh, wow. Nice. Okay. So this for work and in relationships, so it's even more of a theme going on here with you. Getting the wheel of fortune, getting the 10, getting that closed, coming full circle, cycles. This is a very, the 10 in tarot and such, it's a very chromatic card. There's a very looking, you know, to have the full circle where you don't want to leave anything left untied or just loose ends in any way. So this card of the Wheel of Fortune coming up for you for relationships is, you look at this card in here. She's dreaming of the relationship. She's dreaming of that perfect person coming in. Her angels and her spirit guides are communicating that that person is coming in. But with this Nine of Swords right next to it, it's just the sleepless nights of thinking, I want a relationship. Or if you are in a relationship, this could definitely be telling you that you're feeling like, oh my God, I don't feel like my partner pays attention to me or doesn't really love me anymore. Why can't he just listen to me? And you're just staying up at night having these anxieties, or even during the day, like these could be people that are just having like a certain anxiety attack where they're just like, when is it going to end? When does this work out for me? When is it my turn? When is it my time? I feel that the love relationship part for a lot of your my friends that are Aries are struggling. They are struggling if they're trying to find new love, and they're struggling if they're in a relationship that they feel that isn't working for them anymore, that they're even contemplating separating, because with the next card that I have here with the Six of Arrows, is like, we need a transition. We need the movement. It's all in the future line as well. It's all on in your future position, where a lot of you are breaking up. A lot of you are moving to different places for both reasons, for work and for new relationships. That you're just seeking out a better horizon for yourself. You're like, this isn't working for me here. What do I have to stay here for? I just need to move forward and go and move. And if you're not contemplating moving house, or you're not contemplating moving from the country or your state or whatever that may be, it's definitely a movement of how you're putting yourself out there. It's definitely telling me that you're moving into a new way of putting yourself into finding that new job, and to putting yourself to finding that new love, that you're not going to be sitting and in the same place with, I'm just going to, you know, wait here and be okay with less than, or I'm not going to just go and date this person because I feel that it's been a while and I'm lonely. It's like, no, I can't give myself that. But let's do some more. So a couple of more cards just to clarify, because this fortune card has came in your job site, and for your work and stuff, and for your relationships. So let's see, what is it that Spirit wants to clarify regarding this card. Ooh. Vacation. Is that where you people are going? Are some of you taking vacations? Is that where their travel is going? Huh. So you're like, I need a vacation. I just need to get out of here, collect myself, enjoy myself, have some time to myself. I've been running ragged. I need to have that time for myself. This is so uncanny and so beautiful and so amazing to me. You see how she's talking to her spirit guides, to her angels, archangels, higher self, whatever it is that you believe in. This card, when she is here as well, there's this spirit guide talking to her, telling her it's okay. It's not as bad as you think. It's all in your head. Can we, concentrate that we could change your way of thinking and change your perspective, and you're going to have a better view of what is it that you want. The card of angel came up right under this one, which is spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So even though that you might be going through some mental anguish, there's your spirit guides and your angels are there to give you that ease where you're like, okay, I got up another day. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going because I have to. So there's someone definitely out there looking out for you. Spirit guides, your ancestors, the angels, the archangels. There's someone that's still there letting you know that they're guiding you and they're keeping you from harm's way. From harm's way. Let's just clarify this. 6 of Arrows. Wow. All in the future. This is all the future position. Diamond. You will be receiving or giving a precious gift. This is you receiving a gift from universe where you find that perfect job, where you find that perfect career where suits your soul, where you find that person that you're seeking, and that you have that soulmate come in and give you the commitment and the marriage proposal that you've been seeking and wanting and waiting for. So you're definitely moving into an amazing place with you taking care of yourself, putting in the work and the time to ground yourself, work on your spiritual self. So the reason that your spirit, your significant other doesn't come in is because you're not ready. Even if they were to come in, they can't really come in because you're not going to be able to pay attention. You're not going to be able to seek them out because your mind is so bombarded with, how am I going to pay my bills? What that person said at at my job. Oh my God, I'm having issues with my sister. You're getting worked up with other things that move your focus from your real desires. And when you do that, universe puts things kind of on hold where they're like, okay, they're not ready. They need to put in the work on themselves. They need to be feeling good about themselves. They need to put in this work where you're feeling so good to the point where you're like, I am content. I am happy. I am counting my blessings. I am so happy and proud of myself that I didn't keep, doing the 9 to 5 that was driving me crazy, where they were not respecting me. And you gave yourself that gift of self-love and appreciation and moved forward and did what you had to do to leave whatever circumstance you were moving from and behind. Then you could be like, you're going to get to this point of evolving, that you're going to be like, I don't even need anyone. If someone comes in, I'll be ready. I'll be able to pay it no when that person comes in, when that soul mate comes in, but I'm not going to fret about it, nag about it, kick myself about where that person is, that I'm looking and seeking and that I don't find it. I'm kissing nothing but frogs. You're going to get to that level where you're going to be so self-sufficient, independent, and in love with everything around you, with your friends, with your career, with your own personal relationship, because we have a relationship with ourselves. We have to have a relationship with yourself. We talk to ourselves all the time. Even if you think we don't, we do. We talk to ourselves continuously, all the time. We tell ourselves if we're fat or we're ugly or we're stupid or we're lazy, or we could do the negative talk or we could do the positive talk. Hey, I'm so proud of myself. I didn't eat junk food for a few days and I'm feeling so much better. I have so much more focus. I actually stopped drinking the energy drinks and now I'm just less jittery and less moody. And I put in, that time for a long hot shower and it just felt amazing. I could relax. You need to talk to yourself positively and leave the negative relationship that you might have had with yourself at the past. Let's leave it in the past. Let's leave it in 2019. Let's not bring it into this new year. And if you find yourself doing that now, stop. Just cold turkey, just stop and replace it with something that is positive. When you catch yourself saying, no, 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 I take that back, I erase it, that's not me. I'm this other new person. I am a better self, a better person. I am a better version of myself. I am working continuously to because we're always working on ourselves. It's not going to happen. You're not going to say tomorrow, oh yeah, I woke up and I did all the work and now I'm a big badass and I have nothing to work on. I have the perfect body, I have the perfect job. No, we continuously have to evolve. So you're always going to be working at it, but you're going to be like, man, it's so much easier than before. Before I used to work at myself and it was just so freaking hard and I couldn't put in the time. I just couldn't put in the effort. I thought it was just stupid and dumb. And now that I see that the things that they kept telling me that I put into practice, now it's working for me. Now it's working for me. I love it. It's actually like I fought it all the way. I fought it all the way. And as soon as I let myself have that, now it's amazing. So great things are coming for you, Aries. Great things are coming for you. They're just there for you to put into manifestation. Don't let them stop and be impulsed by universe. Keep bringing them in. Keep bringing them in. Write them down. Have a vision board. Look at them. Do the work. So a parting self-care card for you. Well, what is it that you could do for the next for the remainder of March? What you can do for self-care, personal self-care? Sync with the moon. If you know the moon's phases, if there's a full moon, do a work on the full moon. Release or bring in. If it's a waning moon or if it's a new moon, I believe, I'm not 100% sure because I definitely want to say on the new moon, I bring in the new things, and in the full moon, I release things. So if it's a new moon, bring in the things that you're manifesting. Write them down. Go outside, do a little ritual. Write them in the paper in physical form. Burn it up. Let the smoke go into the universe and let them hear your messages. So syncing with the moon. I'm going to get another one because sometimes those are very female cards for other people that they feel they're just more of a female message, but sweet treat. So if you are putting the work into taking care of yourself physically, don't deprive yourself to where you're making yourself miserable. Have that sweet treat every once in a while. Just don't overindulge. But you're allowed to have that sweet treat or whatever this treat may be. Enjoy this. Something as simple, and just be very present when you do it. Say, this is what I'm enjoying at this moment of my life. I'm enjoying a nice cupcake, a nice cookie, and I'm just going to really enjoy it. Be very present. I don't want to be on my phone distracted because I want to be able to taste every bite, every condiment in this thing. I want to feel just taste all the flavors and just enjoy them. Make that as a homework. Write down your favorite treat. When you're eating that favorite treat, write down what do you feel when you're eating it? What it is that you're tasting? What thoughts came into your mind when you were tasting it? Write that down. See where that takes you. So this has been your reading. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next month.